And welcome to today's vodcast with me, Colin Mackenzie from Edinburgh Napier University. And I'm really pleased to be able to speak to Lee Sauer, who's a student at Turku University of Applied Sciences. Hello, Lee, how are you?
Hey, Colin, at first, thank you for the invitation. It's really a nice opportunity to make this vlog for the other competitions and competitors to see what they can learn, maybe take out of the experience of older competitors.
Now you, as I understand it, were the top performing European competitor in SEASAC 2021, is that right?
Yes, that is true, Colin.
Well done, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I suppose one of the first questions, the most important questions is, if you were to do it again, knowing that you've gone through the process, what would you do differently?
I guess something I at least would have done differently is I would have maybe looked at the judges, what are their grading points? Because in life there are like two people, two different kinds of people, and one are like the people that plan a lot, and the other ones are the people that are very spontaneous and can react and act very quickly on changing environmental changes. And I'm more like the spontaneous person, but sometimes we had Timo Holopainen gave us the hint that the people that are spontaneous should focus more on planning a bit, and the people that plan too much should be more focusing on planning less but being more spontaneously. So for me, a good opportunity would have been to look at what the judges really grade. What are the points they really care about? What should be perfect? How can you improve? Where are your strengths in that grading scale? What should you do better? What is maybe easy to achieve? And all those things, maybe just trying to analyze their grading strategy and then commonly building up a strategy for your own, how to win the SEASAC in best case.
We obviously did well because you came top European. So what was your strengths and where were your personal weaknesses?
I guess some of my strengths is really that I'm really self-confident, and that's what I also show to the people. So I have no problem just talking to someone I didn't know before, or just trying to make a connection between us and just trying to maybe also talk about money, because a lot of people are afraid of talking about money when it comes to business. And I would say that's definitely one of my strengths, that I can easily talk to people on these topics, and there's no problem for me. One of my weaknesses, I would also say, is on the other hand, I'm such an open person, but on the other hand, like I just told you, I'm very spontaneous, so I'm not a fan of huge planning. So for me, when there comes a tricky question which is very technical, I might be able to answer it, but it's more like 50-50, and it could be that in sales it's hard to always say the truth, and you should always say the truth, but sometimes it's a bit tricky in sales, so you have to be careful what you say. And this is definitely someone everybody can work on, like just watching out what the customer really wants to hear about the product, and nothing else, to really get the solution really fitted to himself.
Did you do much practice before the competition?
To be honest, I didn't practice. I just went through the case multiple times and just read it, and then a bit also something of YouTube, and I looked what do people say about Salesforce and how does it work and everything, and after that I just competed. But
you'd been studying sales as a subject though, so yeah. you'd already had some practice in the month running up to it, of course. It wasn't like you just suddenly said, I'll apply and then try this without any knowledge. You understood the process. Yes. So there was a bit of practice there, whether or not you're going to admit it or not.
Yes, that is true, definitely.
Not every student, of course, is self-confident. I'm not a particularly self-confident person. So the more you feel comfortable with the process, the more confidence you get. I'm sure in your very first day, in Timo's class, who's your lecturer at Turku University, I think you must have had some nerves when he asked you to speak for the first time, or are you going to tell me you were never nervous at all?
I think there also has to be a bit of nervous, but I mean, it shouldn't be that type of nervous that you maybe like can't speak anymore, that you can't think anymore. I mean, everybody's nervous, of course, but that's the thing in life. I just read a good quote like a few days ago, and it says like, if you are afraid to do something, do it over and over till you're not afraid to do it anymore. And that's also what I follow in life. So just things like this, there's really nothing you have to be afraid of or you have to be worried of. Nothing can go wrong in that type. So just enjoy it and just do it and just try to get the best out of it for yourself.
Lee, that's an amazing way to end this. Thank you very much for that piece of advice. I'll remember that advice as well, and I'm sure the students who watch this video will remember that. Thank you very much for your time today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Colin. I hope you have a very nice day. And
thank you.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.